Hey guys, how's it going? So last year, I was contacted by one of my viewers whose name is Nicholas Villa, right? And basically, he's the guy who designed the outro every time I snap my fingers and end the video. So yeah, shout outs to him. Anyway, he emailed me asking questions on how to deal with your first yo-yo competition. Because I was traveling, I was in China, I was out and about, it took me a really long time to reply to him, which I was actually really sorry for. But when I did reply, I basically gave him the most extensive kind of advice I knew at the time. Basically, I accidentally stumbled upon that email today and I thought that everything I wrote there could be potentially helpful for anyone else going into their first yo-yo competition. Tip number 1, all your practice should be done before the yo-yo competition. Your first yo-yo contest, depending on where you go, will usually be a one-day event. And during your one-day event, you know, you'll be around other people, you'll be chilling out, you'll be hanging out, you'll be trading tricks, all the stuff yo-yoers do, okay? What I would suggest is practice like crazy before the yo-yo contest, and when you're at the yo-yo contest, just take it easy, alright? Maybe before you're about to go up, run through your freestyle once, twice, maybe 3 times to kind of get yourself warmed up, get yourself in the groove, and then just relax, okay? You've done your practice. Don't look at the other players who are drilling through their freestyles, stressing themselves out. Just do all your preparation beforehand so you can be in a cool, calm, collective state for when it's your turn to get up on stage. Tip number 2, okay? Make sure your hands are not sweaty. There's a variety of ways to deal with this problem, okay? Basically, what I do is I wear gloves, okay? That works for me, right? My style is relatively simplistic, which means I can do that, alright? I'm a player that can yo-yo with gloves. Some people, they just can't yo-yo with gloves. Now, if you're a person that can't yo-yo with gloves, what you want to do is you want to reduce all the sweat on your hands, okay? Have you ever tried to yo-yo on a really hot day? Your hands are sticky, the string doesn't slide. Your accuracy plummets, okay? So how you would fix this problem, go to the nearest public bathroom, okay? And what you want to do is you want to get soap and you want to clean your hands thoroughly. And you want to like rinse it out with soap, okay? Because soap's the most important part. The soap will actually attack all the moisture and all the oil on your hand, right? And it'll eradicate it, right? Then what you do is you rinse that soap off, okay? Rinse it off thoroughly, right? And after you rinse all that off, try and find a towel, paper towel somewhere, or a hand dryer and just dry out your hands entirely so there's no water on there, okay? And what you want to do is you kind of just want to air it out, don't hold anything in your hands and leave it for about 5 minutes, okay? There, your hands should be in a relatively good state to start yo-yoing. Okay, if it's your first contest, you're going to be nervous, okay? Your hands might sweat up, they might not, okay? If they do start sweating up when you start your performance, there's nothing really you can do about it. Just grit it out. But if you follow the procedure beforehand to make sure your hands aren't sweaty, the chances of your hands becoming sweaty are a lot less. Tip number 3. Now this is a bit of an urban legend, but yo-yoers tend to believe it, so I'm gonna put this one anyway. In order to calm your nerves, what you do is you drink a glass of orange juice about an hour before you go on stage. Now, as the theory states, there's something about vitamin C that lowers your stress hormones that will eventually make you stop being nervous. Now, does it work? Does it not work? Is it even remotely true? To be honest, I did try drinking orange juice in my first couple of competitions and I've tried it without it. Basically, doesn't really do anything for me. It could be the fact that I was drinking, you know, processed orange juice and not freshly squeezed orange juice, because juice that you find in the market is probably pasteurized and all their, you know, like vitamin qualities are probably eradicated. But I'm just putting it out there because orange juice tends to work for some players. I'm not sure why, it's what happens. So if you're feeling nervous, drink a glass of orange juice. Tip number 4, alright? Now, this one is understanding that winning a contest isn't everything. It's your first contest, obviously you want to do well, and if you're a particularly competitive person like myself, you probably had aspirations of winning that contest, okay? Very rarely does a person win the first contest they enter. It can happen if you're really skilled, if you're really talented, or if, you know, the competition just isn't that competitive, right? Most of the time it doesn't, and you get your ass kicked. How do I know this? It happened to me, okay? I got my ass handed to me the first time I competed in a yo-yo contest. What you want to do is, you want to do well, but you don't want to be too fixated on the win that a loss will just cripple you. So go in there, practice hard, but also aim to have fun, okay? When you're at that yo-yo contest, you're gonna meet new players, you're gonna learn new tricks, you're probably gonna buy more yo-yos. There's a whole host of things that are really awesome about yo-yo contests that don't revolve around winning. So, in summary, do all your practice beforehand, okay? Make sure your hands aren't sweaty. Do this by washing your hands thoroughly with soap. To calm your nerves down, try drinking orange juice. It might work, it might not. Fourth tip, don't be too focused on winning that it bums you out on the whole contest experience. So yeah, those are my tips on how to deal with your very first yo-yo contest. Anything to add, any comments, any criticisms, post them down below, and I will see you all next time.